Hi guys, welcome to Katie's Bits and Bobs. Now today we are looking at a fantastic pack that I got from the Black Sheep Press, and it's called Talking About Resilience, and it's all part of the Wellbeing series. Now as you can see on here, it says it's for secondary school children, but I think you could actually use it for Key Stage 2 children, so from classes year 5 to 6, so from ages 9 to 10 and 10 to 11. So with the pack, it's absolutely fantastic because they break down each session for you. So if I turn to the first page, you've got the introduction session. So this will be the first lesson that you conduct with the group of children that you're working with. Now, what's good about the Black Sheep Press is that they break it down for you. So it's really easy to follow, really easy to read, and it's clear and precise. So you have all your instructions here that you can follow, all the activities are provided. And the material is really excellent. It's bright, it's colourful, it's clear to use and to understand, and the children will really benefit from it. Now we're going to go through a couple of the activities that they provide for us, and you will see as we go along how good the materials are. So let me put that to the side. So the introduction session, you're going to be talking a lot about resilience. The first thing you should do is ask the children, what is resilience? What does it mean? What does it look like? You can have a discussion around that as well. Resilience does not mean that you don't get upset, you don't get depressed or angry or feel any emotion, and it's not something that's difficult to us. You know, that's not resilience. So you'll have a discussion all around that. What does resilience actually mean? It means bouncing back, being able to take on a challenge and winning, to move on from difficult events and times and not getting overwhelmed with them. So it's giving the children strategies to use to not become overwhelmed or to get upset where they are totally out of control. If that happens, it's fine, you give them a breather, but it's giving them coping mechanisms for them to use to be able to de-escalate a situation and to move forward from that. So here is one of the activities that is in the pack. So what you would do is you would give this to the children. So you would pair them up, you'd give them this, and then they would discuss each one. So this activity is what is resilience. So they need to choose the ones that applies to being resilient or not being resilient. So the first one here is you never get angry or upset. You like to deal with things by yourself. You try to keep your sense of humour. You try to find a way of solving problems. You think sharing your problems is weak. You look online for help and support. You try to keep fit and healthy. It helps you cope with your problems. You shout at people when you are angry. It makes you feel better. You talk to a few people you can trust when you are feeling bad. You try to deal with small problems before they become big ones. And you will always expect the worst to happen. So you give that to the children and they will mark off the ones what they think is the resilience. When you've come back together as a group, you go through each one and then you can open up a conversation. The whole thing about this pack and about Black Sheep is to have the conversation, to do the activities and to open up with each other. It's really excellent. So explain that we all face challenges all the time. We can provoke really strong negative emotions at that time. But after that, there's always a way of being able to deal with it. So some of these challenges can be really serious and some are more everyday, but we can still get upset. That's absolutely fine. So once you've done this activity, you can move on to the next thing. Now, here is the next activity that you can do in the group. So it's how serious are these challenges? So I've got two sheets here. So you can again pair the children up, give them a sheet, or you can divide the group into two, give them a different sheet each. However you want to do it, it's absolutely fine. You know your children, you do it how you feel you know best. So what you would do is you would get the kids to look at the different scenarios that are on here, and then you would get them to rate them from 1 to 10. So 10 being the most serious, 1 being nothing much to worry about. But you've also got to take into account that some children may feel that some situations are more serious than others. So you can discuss that afterwards when you're finished. So some of the things that we have on here is you have a big argument with your friend. Your friends laugh at you because your new haircut looks terrible. Your friend tells you that they are self-harming. You want to go out with your friends, but you have no money. You have been told you have long-term illness. Your mum and her boyfriend keep arguing. You get into trouble with the police. Your sister wore your favourite t-shirt without asking and ruined it. You wish you looked like a model, but you don't. Someone bullies you online. You have loads of spots on your face. And you've been told that you have to wear glasses. So these are the kind of scenarios that you would go through with the kids. And then you would get to discuss them. So get the kids to look at them. Get them to rate them from 1 to 10. Remember, 10 being serious, 1 not being so serious. So when you've finished the activity, you come together as a group and then you get the children to discuss their feedback and discuss their ratings. Why did they choose a certain one as a 10 and why did they choose one as like a 5 and why was 1 a 1? And see if they can open up a discussion, and they may even have disagreements about it, but you know, that's absolutely fine. We all have a difference of opinion. So that's one of the activities there that you could do. Now, here is another one that I'm going to show you. And this one is introducing feelings and strategies. So they also provide you with a poster. And as I said at the beginning of the video, their resources are really beautiful and really, really colourful. Easy to look at, very, very clear. And here is one of the posters that you could use. So we have strategies for resilience, and these two activities go together. So what you could do is you could actually see that there's a dotted line all the way around. So you could cut those out and you could face them down, and then each child gets to turn one over and then you can discuss it. So strong relationships, it's okay to ask for help, exercise, you are stronger than you think, ask how, not why. Use self-talk. Breaking big problems into little ones. We can all change. Try acting and thinking independently. Face fear with support. Good adult support. And reframe events. So, by looking at here, it gives us a few tools on how we can be a little bit more resilient. The ask how and not why is a really good one, because we always feel like, why me? Why is this happening to me? When what you need to do is kind of turn it round and ask, okay, well, this has happened. How am I going to solve this situation? It's all about creating a mindset and changing your mindset from a negative into a positive one. The school that I worked at, it was very, very big on your mindset and changing how you feel at certain times, and how we can resolve problems and issues that we may have. And the mindset was a really, really big push in our school, trying to change, like for this, for example, asking how can I change this into a good situation, not saying why is this happening to me. You're drawing the negativity to you when you want to be trying to push out the positive. Exercise, which is here, is another good one, and I'm really glad that this is on here because I had a conversation with a friend and she was saying about her daughter. She's 12, she's going to be 13 in the middle of the year, and she was getting really upset and very emotional. And what she said to her is that, you know, I will take you to the gym, or we'll go running, or we'll play some sports just to get the build up of anxiety and hormone levels down. So by doing exercise, you're releasing some really good endorphins. So it makes you feel better at the end. So that was a really good strategy that she was going to use with her daughter. Like I said, these resources are fantastic. If you go onto the Black Sheep Press website, there are so many that you can actually buy and download. So this one that I've purchased is talking about resilience. Go and have a look at their website. This pack is 125 pages, so there is a ton of resources that you can use with children in your school, or even at home. At home is a good place to start. So you can download that, print them off, and then start using them. Give them a go, guys. I highly recommend it. Let me know what you think. Bye.